Have you ever wondered why your dog follows you everywhere? From the kitchen to the hallway, even to the bathroom, they seem determined to stay close. Most people assume it's just clinginess or habit, but what if that simple behavior is actually your dog trying to communicate something much deeper? Behind every step they take beside you is a powerful instinct shaped by thousands of years of trust, loyalty, and connection. What if the real reason your dog follows you everywhere is much simpler and much deeper than most people realize? Take a moment to imagine what your dog's day actually looks like. They don't have a busy schedule, social plans, or activities that take them away from home. Their world is small, and at the center of it is you. Your voice, your movement, and your presence shape the rhythm of their entire day. When you stand up and walk to another room, it's only natural for them to follow, because staying close to you feels like the most important thing they can do. This connection is not just emotional, it is also biological. Studies have shown that when dogs and their owners make eye contact, both experience a rise in oxytocin, a hormone linked to bonding and trust. It is the same chemical response often seen between parents and their children. So, when your dog gets up every time you move, it is not simply habit or neediness. It is the result of thousands of years of evolution that shape dogs to live closely alongside humans. In their minds, staying near you is not just comforting, it is the most natural place in the world to be. Have you ever noticed that your dog doesn't just follow you? They often walk right behind your heels, staying only a step away. Many owners laugh when this happens, especially when their dog nearly trips them while moving through the house. But in animal behavior research, this close following behavior is often called shadowing. It comes from a very old instinct that dogs inherited from their ancestors. Dogs are naturally social animals that evolved to live in groups. In those groups, staying close together was important for safety and cooperation. Members of the group rarely wandered far from one another, because distance could mean uncertainty or danger. Being close helped maintain awareness and connection. When your dog walks closely behind you from room to room, they may simply be following that same instinct. Staying near you allows them to keep track of where you are and remain connected to the person they trust most. This behavior is not about control or annoyance. In many cases, it reflects a strong bond and a desire to remain part of your shared space. To your dog, you are not just someone who provides food or care. You are a trusted companion they prefer to stay close to throughout the day. What if the room your dog follows you into says more about their feelings than you might expect? Most owners notice that their dog follows them around the house, but few pay attention to how their dog behaves in different rooms. In reality, dogs often associate specific spaces in the home with certain experiences and emotions. For example, the kitchen is usually a place of excitement. It's where food appears, where smells are interesting, and where positive moments often happen. When you walk toward the kitchen, many dogs hurry ahead or become more alert. The bedroom can feel different. It carries your scent and is often where your dog feels most relaxed and secure. When they follow you there, their body language may become calmer, and they may settle nearby. Then there is the area near the front door. For many dogs, this space is emotionally important because it is where people leave and later return. Some dogs may pause, sit, or quietly watch when you move toward the door. These small differences are not random. They show how dogs build emotional memories around places in the home. By watching these reactions closely, you can start to understand how your dog experiences the spaces you share together. Have you ever had a day when your dog refuses to leave your side, following you even more closely than usual? At first, it might seem like they simply want extra attention, but dogs are remarkably sensitive to the emotional signals of the people around them. They notice small changes that humans often overlook: your tone of voice, your body language, and even subtle shifts in your breathing or daily rhythm. Researchers have found that dogs often respond differently when people show signs of distress. In many cases, they approach more gently and stay nearby, almost as if they are offering quiet company. This behavior can appear when someone feels stressed, tired, or emotionally overwhelmed. Because dogs rely heavily on scent and observation, they can pick up on signals that humans may not even realize they are sending. When something about your mood or energy changes, your dog may respond by staying closer than usual. So, if your dog seems unusually attached on certain days, sitting near your feet, resting beside you, or following you into every room, it may simply be their way of staying present. They cannot solve problems the way humans do, but they often choose to remain close when they sense that something feels different. But what if one day your dog simply stops following you? for a dog that has spent years moving from room to room beside you. This change can feel subtle at first. Maybe they stay on the couch when you walk to the kitchen. Maybe they watch you leave the room but choose not to get up. Many owners assume their dog is just tired or having a quiet day. However, animal behavior specialists often suggest paying attention when a long-standing behavior suddenly changes. Dogs naturally tend to hide discomfort or illness. This instinct comes from their ancestral survival patterns, where showing weakness could make an animal more vulnerable. Because of this, dogs may not always show obvious signs when something feels wrong. Instead, the first change can appear in their energy or motivation. Following their owner around the house requires movement and alertness, so a dog that feels unwell may simply stop doing it as often. This does not automatically mean something serious is happening. But if the change continues for several days, especially alongside shifts in appetite, sleep, or general activity, it can be helpful to observe closely and consider checking in with a veterinarian. Sometimes small behavioral changes are the earliest signals that a dog needs a little extra care and attention. There is one quiet moment each day that reveals more about your bond with your dog than almost anything else. It happens in the morning, right when you begin to wake up, before you call their name, before you reach for their food bowl, and before the day truly begins. Pay attention to what your dog does at that exact moment. Some dogs are already awake, calmly watching their owner as soon as they begin to move. Others gently lift their head, stretch, and stand up the instant they sense the day starting. It may seem like a small detail, but it can say a lot about how connected they feel to you. Research on canine sleep patterns suggests that many dogs naturally adjust their rest cycles to match the routine of the people they live with. Over time, they learn the rhythms of your day, when you usually wake up, move, and begin your morning routine. So, if your dog is already alert before you even get out of bed, it is often not a coincidence. It simply means they are tuned into you. For them, the day doesn't truly begin until you do, and being there when it starts feels like the most natural place to be. So, the next time your dog quietly follows you from room to room, remember that it may be more than a simple habit. It can reflect trust instinct and a deep connection built over time. In their eyes, you are the center of their world, and staying close is simply the most natural thing they can do. Small moments like these reveal how strong the bond between humans and dogs can be. If this made you think about your own dog, take a moment to appreciate them today. And if you enjoy learning more about dogs and their behavior, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more.